as far-est to floral to soothe your spirits that silkens your skin. Or now professional salon nails you can do at home. Newly sculptured nails, quick, easy, permanent like salon nails, newly sculptured nails.
We're going to meet our next guest now. A few weeks ago, our studio audience selected a date for her. She's back to tell us about that date. She enjoys skydiving, softball, skiing, claims that she's given up dating good-looking men, but she says that she still draws the line on dating short men. Please welcome Sheila Davis. Hi, Sheila. How are you? Sheila's in copper today. How short are we talking about, Sheila?
Well, I tell you, I really don't like dating short men because I myself am 5'10".
Mm-hmm.
So
with heels on, you got to be like what, 6'1"?
6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So short men just aren't the ticket for me.
Mm-hmm.
And when they flirt with me, I just kind of be polite about it and smile, but inside I'm thinking, there's no way. I mean, I don't want to be no head inspector, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to see if they have dandruff or anything like that.
Oh,
There's not too many with
particular personality that you'd be looking for?
Yes, I definitely like somebody who's very, very silly. I'm silly and I don't mind making a fool of myself. A good example of this is, I just recently went out with this guy and we were out to dinner and we were having this wonderful conversation and I just happened to spit when I was talking to him.
Well, everybody's done that, I suppose.
And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. And he goes, oh, no problem. And he continues eating and all of a sudden I know he spits at me. And
It wasn't evening. You just stood there spitting at each other all night.
So we went back and forth spitting at each other for like a half hour. I just thought it was so much fun.
Oh, you know, we sometimes ask our guests to compare themselves to someone famous. You've seen different people on here say that they feel like they look like so-and-so, or they've been told that they look like such and such. Anybody famous that you can compare yourself with?
Well, men on my flights a lot of times will tell me that I look either like Linda Carter or Elvis Presley.
Linda Carter or Elvis Presley, kind of a combination.
And, yeah, I guess it's a compliment to be told that you look like Elvis Presley.
I guess so.
I mean, I don't particularly care to look like a man, but I wish I was more like Linda Carter, you know, the big boobs, you know, good buzz line. Unfortunately, I'm more like Elvis in that department.
Yeah.
I guess that's what
I'll just take your word. I am not. No, I cannot. Okay. Now, Sheila agreed to let the audience choose her date, and here are the 3 men that they had to choose from. First, there was Joe. He claims that his voice sounds just like Sylvester Stallone. Next, there was Gary. He describes himself as a big teddy bear. And finally, Jack. He prefers dating women over 5'7" with a beautiful smile and gorgeous lips. Now, we're going to find out which man the audience selected for Sheila and hear all about this right after this break. 2 and 3. We're back. Sheila's going to remind us who the audience chose for.
They chose Jack.
They chose Jack. Well, he's backstage. Say hello to Jack Johnson. Hello, Jack.
Hi, Chuck. How you doing?
Just fine, thank you. Make yourself at home back there, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Tell me about the date.
Jack came over to my house. We had made plans for him to come pick me up. And when he got to the door, he had a red rose and a bottle of champagne. I wasn't ready at all. I had a pair of sweats on and a tank top, and I had makeup half done, and my face was not even finished. And so I just invited him in, and we sat down and started drinking mimosas. And here I am with this half-painted face. He's probably thinking, oh, my God, does this girl really? So she doesn't have all her makeup on?
Did you mind that you weren't quite ready?
Well, you know, Sheila's a real pretty girl, and it didn't really bother me at all. And she went and put in some shorts on and called the cops. She had outrageous-looking legs. Really nice. So it didn't bother me at all.
So what's happening next?
Okay, so we sat at my house for about 2.5 hours just talking and drinking the champagne, which was really nice. Yeah. And then we decided that we'd get on our way. So I finished getting dressed and we went on our way. Yeah. So we got into Palm Springs and we go have a nice dinner, like a late lunch, early dinner.
Right.
And then we decided to go up the tram. So we went up this tram that goes upside this mountain, which I did not like.
No. I've never been on. I've got to go on that sometime because I hear a lot about that.
Yeah, well, so you went up the tram, then what
Yeah, and I think I really kind of embarrassed Jack to the point of no return.
Yeah, let me tell you about this. This poor girl who's a flight attendant is afraid of heights, and
Oh, there you go. Oh, let me tell you. When you think about it.
We were going up this tram after this real nice time, and all of a sudden these screams, the top of her lungs. She is screaming the entire way up the mountain, and there's a little Japanese baby sitting right next to us, and he is screaming the exact same time that she is. And I'm going, who am I with, the baby or Sheila? And of course I had to, I subtly covered her mouth, grabbed from behind her, but we made it up the mountain, thank God.
Yeah, he's like saying, shut up, you're married. And he's telling me, oh, I'm not with her. I've never met this girl before in my life.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
Why are you so afraid? Were you afraid of the height or what?
Yes, and of course...
No, but I mean, that's ludicrous. You're a stewardess.
I never look out the windows.
Oh.
I just kind of go.
Remember that the next time you fly, folks. Okay. So what happened next? So you get to the top.
So we get to the top, and of course, since I did not enjoy this tram ride, I head right to the bar. I'm right there having my cocktail.
And you know that you have to go back down.
No, and I have to go back down.
Yeah.
And so then after that, we decided to go walk around, and of course, there's this fence that says, do not enter, danger, do not enter. Of course, Jack decides that's a good place to enter, yeah. Of course, I follow him.
Well, I wanted to be a little adventurous. I like a little adventure sometimes, and a little more romantic. There was a lot of people around, a lot of lights, and I said, oh, this would be fun to do. So we decided to jump the fence and try and climb up to the top of the next bluff.
It was a beautiful view. I mean, and here we're out there all by ourselves. Yeah, it was really nice.
Nobody came and got you and said...
No, and of course, after that, being afraid of heights, we're standing on this cliff.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it, though. It was kind of nice. I got to rub a little friction and keep warm, and it was fun. It was real nice up there, though. It was real beautiful.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So now you came down, I suppose. The trip down any better than the trip up?
I didn't like that anymore.
She was screaming.
Then?
Well, then we just got in the car and we decided it was time to go home. I had a real late night previously, so I decided it's time to go. It's sort of getting late. So we got in the car, and of course we turned back on the tunes, and we started singing, and once more. And we get back to my house, and I invited him up, and he stayed for about 2 hours, I'd say, and then he gave me a peck goodnight.
2 hours and a peck?
What can I say?
Talk to me, Jack.
I'm talking.
Talk to me,
What can I
Jack.
say? I'm a little shy. I've missed a lot of good opportunities because she's a beautiful girl, but I can promise you I wouldn't miss another opportunity like that again.
Were you a little disappointed? Were you a little disappointed? Did you kind of feel like maybe...
What are you trying to say? I don't know.
Would you have preferred he'd be a little more aggressive?
Oh, in that department?
Feel like I'm in the pants department or something.
Well, come on.
I wasn't sure what you're trying to get at.
That's not what I meant, that's for sure. Would you like for him to be a little more...
Actually, it was very nice.
It was perfect,
It was
right there.
perfect,
Well, that's
yes.
good. I'm glad. Now, since the audience picked Jack for you, we'll pay for the next date if you'd like to go out with him again.
I would love to. Jack, would you like to go out again?
I'd love to, sure.
Well, come on out, Jack. You guys had a great time.
Yeah, it was great. We had a blast.
Well, I hope your next date is as good as your first date, or
I
even
hope
better.
so, too.
Yeah, thanks for coming on the show. We
Thank
enjoyed
you.
having both of you.
We're going to come right back.